Coming at you from Tokyo, Japan, my name is Dave, and this is the ATOTO F7WE. I'm going to install this thing into the Altezza, so let's pull this thing apart. The Altezza is really easy. You just grab hold of this, and you just pull. If your Altezza already has an aftermarket head unit in it, this will be easy. This is the cable for my Link ECU. We have to get this out as well. There are normally, well, sometimes there's two bolts in there holding this on, but as you can see, mine doesn't have it. To my knowledge, nobody puts them in because it doesn't need it. You just sort of grab hold of it and pull, and the whole thing comes out. So we've got a bolt there, a bolt there. So I'm gonna need a 10 mil on a socket. Did myself a favor and got a long extension and a magnetic head. A bolt there. Magnetic. A bolt there. Now that you've got those four out, the whole thing just lifts out. Now from behind here, you want to unplug everything. Unplug that. There we go. The old head unit. And we are free. And this is the gaping space you are left with. I think I would probably normally fit the head unit to the bracketry first, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the wiring first because I'm already sitting here and I've got you here with me. And we've got the regular suspects, yellow, red, black. This is our new wiring. Again, we've got yellow and red and black. So I need those three. They're the same coloring as the old head unit. So, and look, this one isn't labeled. This one is. I like this one. I need to chop this off and fit a bullet terminal just for ease of use in this car. You could very easily just undo a bolt. I have this bolt up in here that I could just undo and then slip it on there and do it up. But that's not how I like my head unit. I like it to be able to be just straight pulled out. Slide the label down a little bit. Wire strippers. Never forget to put this on first. I don't actually know, but we'll have to check with them. If you do this, does it void your warranty, I wonder? Load this into your crimper, a crimperoo, and look at that. Looks like a professional did it. 404 error, no professional detected. Okay, slide this back over. Get the yellow out, get the red out. I forget what orange and white is. That's a bit of a worry. That's probably illumination, if I had to guess. What is it on this? Dimmer, yep, illumination. Which means that the screen will become dimmer when you turn your headlights on. Be careful of that one because if you measure that, it can read minus. Don't accidentally connect that to this or you're gonna have a bad time blowing fuses every time you turn your headlights on. Just a tidbit. How do you know that? Because I've done it before. Unplug everything. Let's get that plugged in. There we go. Plug this in. We now have power and earth. Right, see how easy that was? Now we need accessories. The accessories means that the head unit won't turn on until you turn the key. One click. There we have it, that's plugged in. Geez, it's really handy to just have them all labeled like this. I don't have to go looking. Right, now we just get to speakers. And we will be done here, believe it or not. It is that easy. Purples to purple. You want to double check your wiring diagram. Don't just go color to color because you never know, it might not be. I just know that mine is. These are nice big rubber covers here. Shields, if you will. What have we not got plugged in? Steering key, power antenna, because I don't have one. Steering wheel key, steering something, don't have it. Rear camera, want it, don't have it. Parking brake. Are we just going to deal with that now? We probably should. Parking brake is a minus. Now, I highly recommend you don't do what I'm about to do. This is so that the screen won't let you watch TV while you're driving around. It's a very good safety thing. However, if you wanted to do that, and I'm not saying you should do that because it's probably not a good idea, just connect it to earth for demonstration on track purposes only. Now your TV will work while you're driving around, which again, definitely don't do this. Do not try this at home. This car will only be used on the track sometimes. Should we just plug it in? See how it goes? Plug in your aerial. Done. This thing plugs into here. Oh, this is a little bit close to the wall. There we go. Okay, all right. So we've got our head unit plugged in. We can rest this in the back there. Does it actually work? Am I going to experience the customer service? ATOTO, it turns on. Look at that. Oh, shit. That's loud. Okay, that's something to complain about. When you ship these, ATOTO, could you set the volume to 0 for me? Because that scared the shit out of me. Oh my lord, it's touchscreen. Oh, the beep's fairly horrible. Okay, it doesn't pick up radio stations. I wonder why. I got one. I got a radio station. It might be that FM1 and FM2 are different bands. I don't know. But when I got to 80.5 on FM1, it didn't work. We have stereo. It works. Oh, geez, the glare. The glare, like, that, you might see that as a minus, the fact that it's so glary. That beep is deafening. How do I turn that off? Home. Where's settings? Oh, look at this. EQ settings. It comes in Japanese. Where's the language? Radio area. Cool. Here we go. English. There we go. We're set to English. Time. Set the time. 2023. Oh, what? Why can't I? How do I change? What? How do I change that? Huh? Now these still control audio, that's interesting. 12-hour format. How do I change the time and date? Do I hold it down? No. Oh, I don't want to have to read the instructions just to set the clock. That's kind of dumb. Not gonna lie. This is not intuitive. What's the point of having it on the screen if I can't interact with it? Why does it have 2025? Like, are these countdowns to doomsday or something? Very weird. Wallpaper. Okay, cool. I wonder if I can load my own ones in. Magic mushrooms. Doing it. Display. Okay, EQ. 12-band equalizer. We're going to put it on rock because I like rock. And then home again. What's that? Wireless. Enable Bluetooth and Wi-Fi for connection. Use original USB cable to connect to this device. I forgot to plug the Wi-Fi thing in. I didn't plug the microphone in either. Go back to home. I want to connect this to my phone, and my phone will be Bluetooth. I really should complete install before I mess with it, right? It works. Let's actually fit it to the car. This looks fantastic. The screen is beautiful, crisp, but it does have a lot of glare off it. I'm really happy with this. Okay, let's actually... And there it goes off. How is it at unplugging? So I've got to get my finger in here. Yep. Oh, that's scratched, but I wish they moved this to a more sort of convenient location. However, on the board, that probably made the most sense. How often do you actually have to pull that out anyway? Get my aerial out of there. Pretty rad. Make sure you don't lose a little bag of screws because you're going to need these. Yeah. Oh, that's not ideal. Okay, so this screw won't go in because it contacts the unit. And there's really only one place where the bracketry will actually sit, and that's here. Unfortunately, these bolts are so long, they go through the bracket and contact the body of the unit. That's a design flaw, that is. Is it the end of the world? No. Realistically, that's not going anywhere. You don't need to put these two in. It'd be nice to be able to, but you just can't. I'm doing this the most awkward way, and I don't know why. Like, there you go. Wouldn't be Garage K without a flat GoPro battery, would it? Anyway, let's go put this in the car. Looks fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna get the microphone. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. So I'm just gonna poke this up from behind here. There we go. Now the microphone's out and I can put it wherever I want, sort of later-ish. It's got a really long cable, so it could go all the way up here if you wanted to. Comes with this clip, so you could quite easily do this with it and then have it there. plug it in. Where does it go? I guess it goes into mic. Let's do that. Wi-Fi. There we go. The Wi-Fi's got a double-sided tape on it. Yeah, I wonder if it matters where you put that. The cable's not long enough to run somewhere cool. I can probably stick this to the underside here, I guess. As far as the fitment goes, it sits further back than I would like. Lucky for me, I made this surround part that was being used on the previous thing. Altezza problem, not a head unit problem. Toyota designed the brackets to sit further back, and honestly, if I brought it further forward, it'll touch at the top, but it won't, it'll still be quite a distance from the bottom. From back here, who cares?